Hello everyone, welcome to the second episode of the first season of Titus Pétange after a little bit of a break, coming back from building that database. We want to get stuck in to this save, alright? Trying to, manage my time properly outside of Youth Squad Legends. We get some Football Manager in there. Because if I don't do it right now, I'll leave it forever and a day. And we might not actually get it finished by the end of Football Manager 2022, which we don't want that to happen. So we're only getting 3 episodes this season. And first off, it'll look different because we've changed back to the Zealand skin. It's a great skin. I only had one issue with it. Well, actually, I've got another issue with it, but I've pointed it out, and hopefully they fix it eventually. I had one issue, and that's that they didn't show the arrows, the improvements on the attributes. You had to go into training to get the actual improvements. That's been fixed. Awesome. So now it's clearly the best skin around, so we've reverted back to it. The only issue is that I have a white kitted team. We have a white kit as a home strip, and that means that this toolbar is a little bit, what's the right word for it? Just difficult to read in circumstances. Not as clear as, say, if we'd changed to it at Zella. That's way more readable. You know what I mean? So at Zella are the team that we're going to face, and that was chosen way before I found out that they were third. We have been very up and down this season, just trying to really just ride the season out because we can't really do anything much at the moment. We have signed a couple of players. Okay, signed a couple of players. Let's go into the transfer history, and down here we'll see that after the signing of the goalkeeper, we get Glenn Protin from Racing FC Luxembourg and Alexandre Thill, both strikers from other Luxembourg teams that amateur contracts. So I just nicked them off the teams and gave them a part-time deal. I needed forwards as well, so that they kind of come in kind of clutch. But since they've actually joined us, our form has kind of dipped. I'm not going to lie, it's very much dipped. Anyway, 7th in the league. Let's have a look at the season preview. We were predicted 8th. So we're kind of just about above expectations, but I think we're going to lose to Etzella today. Well, quick pick. I like the Lacarte and Veu. I'm still trying to get used to these players. Get in there in terms of knowledge between each other. Stumfer's been the shining player, in my opinion, outside of the new contracted Kai Merck, who's going to be here for another year, I think. Yep. Stumpf might get another contract. I'll have to think about that. I'm going to be careful with renewing these players. I know that there's a couple that have already gone. Kevin Kurger has gone to... he'll be going to Racing FC Luxembourg at the end of this season. And I think there's also another one on the way. But, yeah. Got to be really, really sensible. Try and not use the wage budget, because as much as I want to use the wage budget on some of these players, you never know what January is going to come with. You don't know what kind of quality player will be able to sign up if we do have the wages. Especially when the stupid loanees go out. I'm not saying they're stupid, the loan is stupid. With them horrific wages, you just don't know. Shout out to this skin as well, once we get into this game. Doing something that I haven't seen before. And I'm not saying that it's the first, because I've not seen all the skins in Football Manager. This is the first time that I've seen it. If we kick off here, you can simulate in the middle of a match, which is so useful. I mean, imagine if you were losing 4-0. Imagine if you're losing 4-0. It's great to know that we're playing in really, really contrasting kits here, lads. Yeah, imagine if you were losing 4-0, for instance. You can then go, right, I've had enough of this, boom, simulate. We'll have to change this kit. Dear me. Add a third kit as well. It's Kai Merck who should have scored for Titus Pétange. So we're gonna stick true to the 4-4-2 formation with the holding midfielder, and try and tweak it to be as useful as that 4-2-4. But I just don't think it will be ever. Come on, Titus! Come on, please, please. We've had one shot. That was the one shot right at the start of the game, and since then, Zeller have been far better, and we're just giving the ball away like that. I mean, if we're giving the ball away so willy-nilly, what do you expect? Now, at this point, I would look at how we've performed in the first 25 minutes and change the tactic straight away. Oh, Heil's playing for them. Obviously, I don't know if I've actually told you, I've got rid of Heil, which is, useful. I actually don't know if I've said that or not. Let's have a look back on the transfer history, because there could have been some players removed. Okay, so I wanted to change the tactic. Didn't want to change the tactic midway through that highlight, because you know what would happen afterwards. Let's go to the one that definitely works. And fingers crossed it can sort us out. I mean, there's already a highlight. Could you imagine if it's our second shot? Immediately, as soon as I change the tactic and formation, it just all of a sudden clicks. It's Kai Merck. It's lovely. It's it! Oh! Well, it's an insta highlight from the tactical change, which means that our shots should be more than one. Good save, keeper. Oh boy. Oh boy. Yeah, we've not been good recently. And that is why Zeller are third in the table. Come on, lads. We're just not a good team. And we've got no good players. Like, properly good players. Nothing has surprised me this season, Let's change this a little bit. So I don't need formations again. So we'll have action zones here. Okay, and then we'll have league table here. That is the current league table, everyone. Yeah. Still getting a little bit used to the skin. Absolutely atrocious throw by Kurger, who my assistant manager keeps on putting at left back. That's a good block. I don't think that's the end of the key highlight, though. Boy, oh boy. Just look at the space that we gave them near the 6-yard box. And that says it all. That really does say it all. I'm going back to the other tactic, even though... No. Look at the amount of shots that we've had. Absolutely not. You stay on that tactic. Let's change some personnel. Alright? Actually get a proper left back on. Bring on Antonio Gomez, because we're spending £700 per week on him. Throw a bit of encouragement out there. You never know. A draw out here, away against second place currently. I mean, it would be good. It's not happening, like. You could even suggest that changing Changing the squad has weakened our position right there. It's offside. It's still 1-0 at Zella. Let's take a look. Yep, definitely beyond the line. And this is where we grab the surprise equaliser. Go on, Stumpf. Haveu. Swing it in. Yes! Oh! That's close. That's not bad. I don't think there'll be another one. Okay, we only lost 1-0. Alright, we're that close to second place at Zella. We're that close to doing something. It's just boring, you know. Right now, these first couple of years are so garbage. Apparently, there's an automatic one-match ban, which means that there's some kind of code of conduct for Kurga. It's when we get the regens in when it starts getting a bit thrill-seeking. Yeah, sod this. We're in 7th, and we're about to drop into exactly where the media predicted us to go. We were as high as 3rd at one stage, so we had a really good start. That's about it. And I think we might have had a really good start because we didn't really change the side that much, so our cohesion was pretty solid. I want to have a look back on the transfer history. Out. Yes, Isle was the 15th of September. Oh, thank you for telling me in English what the date is. And the Sunday, the 12th of September, we got rid of Alexandre Loriente, who was that left back who just isn't a left back. He went to Dudelange. That's it. That's all that we've done so far. And it might be a bit underwhelming, but hands are tied at the moment. Even though it says my wage budget is £802 per week, the maximum I can give to these players is about £200 per week, which is very limiting. We're having a look currently for contracts expiring in 6 months. That's not really a surprise. Just to see if we can get anyone on a free contract, free transfer in the summer. And that's a lot. We'll go to the end of the season now. It seems like we're going to have a decent youth intake. That's something that is going for this club. We have an alright youth academy. So it seems like we're going to have a decent youth intake and we'll play Jeunesse d'Esch at the end of the season. Probably in 8th place. Cool. I'll see you then. Bye-bye.